Hello guys, today we are talking about window switches. More exactly, Alfa Romeo 155 window switch. I also will talk about how to repair these kinds of switches. These kinds of switches can operate on the direct linkage to the window regulator or can work with a unit. Let's see here various switches. How do they work? First of all, in the first approach, we can hear the clicking of the switch. And if you can hear here, okay, it switches really well. This is an almost new switch. I have here a 156 series 2, I believe. Weak, strong, strong, very weak, strong, and weak. So, at first glance, we can hear whichever is weak. For example, to go down here, it will not go down, or easily down. It will not go up, and in here, it will not go down easily. So, you go to the store, and you will buy new switches. Oh yes, they click so very well. And one month later, they don't work. Okay, let's see why. I discovered why in these new switches. Okay, now why is this switch like this? Why does it have so many connections? As you know, the motor for your regulator, window regulator, it works with two wires. If you, let me see here with a wire. If you connect positive and negative like this on the motor, it goes up or down. And if you reverse that order and you reverse it like this, it will go down. So these switches here, besides being switches, they also invert the polarity that is required to go up or down on your motor, electric motor. In the older cars, until the early 2000s, these switches here operate directly on the motor, on the electric motor. So they have to be physically very reliant. In the modern cars, like for example, the 156, only on the front, but to you to understand better, on the 147, Alfa GT, 159, Me2, and so forth, this switch will communicate with a unit, and it is that unit that will do the power, the power for the motor, the electric motor. So the switch only has to withstand low intensity voltage. So, but let's see here these switches. How can we repair these switches, and how can we understand why they fail? So, as I am disassembling here the switch, I will try to explain what I'm saying. On this Alfa 156 switch, it's exactly the same on the inside as the 155, but with a small change. You took the top here. You have to have a smaller screwdriver than me. I broke mine. Take the top. Be careful not to break. You can test here. Okay. Does not seem very bad, but it is. Next thing you have to do is to take out this plate here. Take a soldering iron and take out this mess I did here, and take out this here. Take off this plate And now you can open, by here, you can open your switch. Okay, so in the Alfa 155 and the others, you can take out, without broke, take out the switch cover. Next, with 2 screwdrivers, one on each side, you take out by these 2 pins here, here and here, and here and here. Take out the cover, the side covers for the switch. This switch has been disassembled many times. It's here just for giggles almost, and it came handy to try to explain why they fail. One of these, I will disassemble both of the switches, and one of these is really bad. So what happens inside? As you have a lot of energy, of intensity in your voltage, the switch inside has to be almost like a relay. And like all relays, if you have a lot of electrical arc on the contacts, you will burn your relay. It will click, but it will not send the power. So what happens next? When you are doing a lot of electrical arcing, your contacts, your platinum contacts, will burn. That burning leaves a lot of residues that will not let the electricity pass through them. So I am talking about these contacts here. Just wait for the focus. So as I disassemble this, you have to be sure not to lose these plates here. These plates go on top of here, and it's through here that you click the switch. So as I'm clicking the switch, see, like this and this, in my left hand I have to do a lot more force to do it than in my right one. And in fact, if you can see, this spring in here, it's all burned out. So why does this happen? As you have electrical arc between three. You have a contact here between these two ones, and you also have, when you press down, you have another contact down there. You cannot see it. I am trying, but you cannot see it. Believe me, it's down there. Okay? When you have poor connectivity, you will have a lot of heating. This heating will take out the force of the spring, and it's a ball of snow. If you have poor continuity, you have more heat. If you have more heat, you have more electrical arc. If you have more electrical arc, you will have more residue. And even if you clean out this parts here very well, it will work a few days, and then it will fail again, because you need a lot of this. You need a lot of force on your spring not to have an electrical arc. The secret here is not having electrical arcs and have very clean points, contact points. So what's the problem with these new ones? These new switches, they click very well, yes, very well. But as I discovered when I opened them, and I was very mad about that, the points, like it's like almost like a old point system on the distributor. The points on this are plated with platinum, and on new ones they are not. They are just plain copper. They burned out every month or so. I have to clean them and put some paste, some electrical paste, to try to keep the arc from happening. But it will happen. So what I am trying to do now is, from these two switches, take out this right spring here, take it off, or take out this good one, because I'm noticing here also a lot of burn. Take out this good one and put inside this one. So, as you can see here, I was able to disassemble the spring. On the top side, on my left hand, the contact is almost perfect. But on the lower part, is burned on my left hand, right there. And this contact corresponds with the contact on the inside there. See it now? On the left side? It's very dark. You should clean that with a very fine paper sand and then apply some electrical grease to try to minimize the problems with the electrical arcs. So this, if your spring is burned like that, it's no good. But on the other switch, I will take out these two springs. I will clean up very well the contact, and if they are both good, I will save this spring here and clean up those contacts and put it to work. So what I did here is to push back that tab, and like this I can pry on the spring, because that tab here has this groove, and if I try to take out this spring without bending a little bit the tab, you will damage your spring. I will bend it some more without piercing my hand. I know I should use pliers, but as you may know, I don't have a lot of tools. So like this is very simple to take out, and I'm not doing any force at all. It's very easy to take out the spring and let it slip from this side. When you want to assemble, you only have to pry out the tab again, 90 degrees. So simple. See? Now we can see it's all burned. The contacts, they are really burnt. I will try to. I know when I clean them, I am taking out some of the plating, but what can I do? I cannot find good quality switches. So guys, the end of one more video. I hope you like this content. I hope you can understand what I'm trying to do and to say. If you have any suggestions or ideas for more videos, please, I'm here to hear you and to talk to you. I will respond to you. In the next videos, we will start to assemble a lot of parts of the Alfa 75. The head of the engine is good. The rectifiers told me the head is not cracked, not broken. It's just resurfacing and valves and valve clearance and all that. I have a problem with the variator on the intake shaft, camshaft. I don't know how I will solve that problem. The variator has a lot of play. That's why the timing was not right. It was because of that. I will open that variator and I will try to understand what is the problem and try to fix it or try to repair it or put a new one. Or someone told me it was possible to eliminate that variator. I don't know, being an injection car, I don't know if it will cause any problems with lack of power or some other problem with the injection. If you know, if you have done or know anyone that done that conversion, tell me, because I would like to know if it's possible to repair, to replace, to eliminate, and just put a normal chain sprocket. Okay, I await your response. Bye.